Welcome to Sunshine Fitness. In today's 30-minute session, we are going to be doing a seated HIIT workout. It is going to be a gentle HIIT workout, and that means that we'll be doing some high-intensity interval training, but in a way that I hope will be accessible to most folk. So, for today's session, all you need is a sturdy chair, some water to hand, and some optional hand weights. We're going to be doing 10 exercises, twice through, 40 seconds on, and a 20-second rest. The first round I'm going to do without weights, and the second round with weights. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, weights and water to one side to begin with. Excellent, we're going to start with a warm-up. With me now, sit up nice and tall in your chair, and let's take a deep breath in. And out. And in. And out. Halfway with the arms. As ever, please remember, take this at your own pace. Excellent stuff. So, we're going to start marching those arms out. That's it. Lovely. Just start getting the body nice and warm. Superb. Okay, let's bring those legs in. Let's get a march underway here. So, depending on how you're feeling or where you're at today, you may want to not do the legs or just do the legs. And you can take this down to a nice, steady heel lift march or to a more vigorous knee lifting march. Excellent stuff. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're just going to lift one knee as we come a little forward on our chair, okay? And we're just going to lift the knee up, open, in and close. Not too far, just getting the body warm at this point. That's it, just warming up the abdominals, gently through the arms, breathing through. Excellent stuff. Lovely. Superb. That's it. And now we're going to push with the opposite arm and leg. Don't worry if this ends up being the same side arm and leg, okay? You will not lose any points on your workout for that. We're moving our bodies and that's what matters, okay? Let's just do those again from the beginning. So we're going to go back into our marches. That's it. Nice and tall. And again, you may just want to do some heel lifts, which is perfect. Or bring the knees up. Excellent stuff. Lovely. That's it, just get the blood pumping around the body here. And then again, we're just going to bring the arms up with one knee, open, in and close. Up, open, in and close. Breathing through, superb. And then we're going to push forward opposite arm and leg. That's it. Lovely. Okay, once more through with those. So back to either our heel lifts or our marches. Nice and tall. Excellent. And then we're going to open and close the hip and the arms. This time we'll take the arms up, open and in. That's it. So just getting that back, moving the upper back. Lovely. Again, nice and tall. Relax through the shoulders. Superb. One more each side. And then we're going to go back to our opposite arm and leg. Excellent. Pushing through, lifting the foot, lengthening the leg, pressing away with the hand. That's it. Opposite sides of the body, superb. And then pause there. That's it. We're going to take a deep breath in and out. Lovely. So this time we're going to take the arms over to one side and then lift and lower to the other side. That's it. So just getting those shoulders moving, a little bit of spinal rotation, mobilization. Excellent. Okay. And then bring the fingers on top of one another and then just reach behind one at a time. The sidekick is actually hiding behind the chair. Excellent stuff. Well done. And then bring the elbows in, lift a foot and lower the fists. That's it. Lovely. And then we're going to be reaching slightly down either side of the body. Relax the shoulders. That's it. Again, just take this at your own pace. Lift up through the core as opposed to the shoulders hoiking you up. Lift up through the body. Beautiful. That's it. And then pause there. Okay, hands flat on your thighs, reaching up tall, just peering over the toes. That's it. So just bringing a little bit of movement into the lower back. Excellent. And then we're just going to lower and reach one arm forwards and back. Down, one arm forwards and back. Breathing in and out. In and out. Excellent. And then sitting up tall, knee lift and pull the elbows down behind you. That's it, so you really feel some movement through the upper back. Excellent. Lift and lower. Excellent stuff. And our last one. Wonderful. Rotate the wrists and one foot back the other way. Excellent. And then other side, rotate the other ankle. Excellent. And back the other way. Superb. Okay, so onto our first exercise. Please pause the video at any point that you want to have some water. We will have the 20 seconds in between to grab some, but if this is your first time having a go at something like this, I want to make sure that you feel refreshed and hydrated. Okay, so our first exercise is going to be, we're not using the weights first round, so leave the weights to one side, okay? We're going to start with the knee lifts, okay? And we're going to do 20 seconds on each leg. So just to make sure that you have the movement through the hip and the knee, come slightly forward on your chair if you can. And you can either just use your hands to plant down into the chair and help your back stay nice and lifted, that's it, tall through the back. Or you can have them on your knee or hands to chest. Okay, when you're ready, let's go. So breathing through, 20 seconds on each leg. That's it. You do not need to be standing to do a HIIT workout, believe you me. You will soon start to feel this. I'm already feeling this. This is our last one, then we're going to switch legs. That's it. Excellent. Well done. Marvellous. That's it, keep going, trying to keep tall through the back. It's very tempting to slump through the back and shoulders. We've only got 5 seconds left to go. And then we have a 20-second break and relax. Excellent stuff. So our next exercise is going to be a chest press. This is slightly different. Hands will be on the front of the thigh, reaching the nose over the toes, and then one arm goes overhead. So we reach forward, chest press, and one arm up. If you're ready, join me now. So reach over, that's it, and up. Breathing and out. Excellent. So we're doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. But please, don't feel you've got to do a straight 40 seconds. If you would just like to do a few and rest, do so, and then come back and join us, or just enjoy watching us. Okay? Excellent. Superb. Keep going. That's it. 10 seconds left to go. So this is great just in terms of that lower back mobility, helping to get that heart rate up. Press through the hands as you do this. That's it, press through, get a good push motion and pause there. Whew. Well done, excellent. Wiggle those toes and feet, superb. Next exercise, we're going to be lifting one arm to the side for 20 seconds and then the other side. So join me now, lifting and lowering. Excellent. So to the side. It's amazing how quickly those 20 seconds go by, isn't it? That's it. Sitting up nice and tall. So obviously the second time round, we will have a weight. But for now, we're realizing we don't even necessarily need a weight. We're going to switch arms just to shoulder height. So just look along your arm to check you're not lifting it too high We want to just respect our shoulder and just take it no higher than shoulder height. That's it. Beautiful. Of course, you can do the second round with no weights as well. That's it, last one, and relax. Okay, I just demonstrate what we're doing for the next one so you know where we're going. So this time we are going to be reaching back into our chair, trying to keep it all back. You're going to turn your foot out to one side and we're going to lift and lower that leg. It's beautiful, it's a great feeling. Join me now. So turn your toes out and take lots of breaths and lift and lower that leg. Again, nobody needs to stand for a HIIT workout. Heart rate is going up, I can assure you. This is some good strength work. Excellent. Just one more and change legs. Extend the other leg, turn the toes out, lift and lower. That's it, try and keep the back lifted, shoulders back, so you just give yourself maximum chest room for those breaths in and out. Well done. And you've got 5 more seconds. It just flies by, doesn't it? Last one and relax. Excellent. They are no joke. Okay, lovely. So we are going to go into hip openers. So we're just going to be holding our hands to the chest. We'll be lifting one knee, opening to the side and in. Again, 20 seconds on each leg. Take a breath. And when you're ready, join me now. So just open and close. Lower, lift and open. Excellent. Try and make sure that you lead with your knee as opposed to your foot just going out and in. Okay? So the knee lifts, opens, in and down. One more, because that's enough, and then we change legs. That's it. Just make sure that you're sitting nice and tall. Beautiful. You're doing it. You're doing a HIIT workout. This is amazing. Well done. We are doing it. Superb. That's it. Just 5 seconds left. Superb. And your last one. That is it. Rest there. Wonderful. Okay, this time we are going to go back to one of our warm-up exercises where we are going to have our hands to the chest and just take them slightly away. We're going to turn behind and reach. Back to center, turn and reach the other side. When you're ready, join me now. So, reach, center. That's it. Keep the shoulders relaxed, don't hunch them up. Drop them. Excellent, turning and reaching. Turn and reach. Lovely. Again, second time through, we can introduce weights. Lovely. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging now, you can lift a knee as you turn. And that's the same side as the arm that is reaching back. So it would be both right knee, right hand, or left knee, left hand. That's it. And pause. Wonderful. Okay. So this time we are going to be moving slightly forward on our chair. So we've got a little bit of room behind us. Cross your hands over to your chest or hands on thighs or chair. And we're just going to tap the shoulders back towards the chair. So join me when you're ready. Try not to lift, allow the head to tilt back. It will put strain on the neck. So in a way, keep looking at me. Keep looking at me. Come forward slightly so that there's distance between your back and the chair. And you're really going to feel all those muscles through the front of your body, your abdominal area, expanding and contracting. Well done. That's it. Keep going. Superb. Good work, guys. This is also going up through your back as well. Last one, and relax. Excellent stuff. So, bicep curl, okay, and what I call an accelerator press, as though you're pressing the accelerator on a car. So we would be lifting the knee and lifting the hands and then pressing the heel away as you lower the hands and down. So join me now. Lift, lower the hands and press the heel and drop. Lift, extend, in and down. Excellent. Slow, steady, but with intentionality. Well done. You can feel that on the leg, working a treat. Excellent. We're going to change legs. So lift the other knee up, press away. This should now be the clutch Okay, if we're driving stick shift or a manual car, excellent. Giving that left side some hard work here. Well done. We've got less than 5 seconds to go. And lift, and we'll pause it there. Okay, superb. Just 2 more exercises to go. This time we're just going to sit up tall, tilt slightly forwards, and we're going to extend the fists away and then lower down to our sides. So we lift, extend, in and down. Join me now. So reaching just slightly forward. That's it. Nice tall back. And we're just going to lift the elbows behind and then extend the hands. So this also may not be, we may not be adding weight at this point, but it's still working on mobility into the shoulders and into the back area as well. That's it. Superb. So we're just getting rid of any stiffness in that area. Beautiful. That's it. And again, just another 5 seconds to go. Breathing through and relax. Okay, final exercise for this first round, sit to stand. So we have the weight into our heels, hands on the thighs, on the chair or across the chest. Keep your gaze lifted. We press our weight through our heels and we squeeze the buttocks to come up to standing. Okay, are you ready? Join me now. Weight into the heels, reach forward, push up through the heels and then sit back down. That's it, squeezing the buttocks. Well done. Apologies if I'm going out of shot as I do this. But hopefully you can tell what is going on and join me. That is it. Well done. Reach up tall, press through those heels, through the bottom and through the legs. We're not just using momentum, that's why we've got the arms out of the way. Let's do 1 more. And relax. Excellent work. Okay, a little break, a little pause, have some water. That is the first round finished. Good work, Kitsune. Good work. Okay. What's going on? Are you joining us for the second round? So for this one, we're going to repeat those same exercises. You can now do them really well, and you can do them without weights, or you can add in weights. I'll be showing you what to do for each one. Okay, so revisiting our first exercise, the knee lift. So again, we're going to be doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And what we're going to be doing for this exercise is just resting the weight on the thigh, okay? So please choose a weight that is going to bless your body today, that challenges it, but doesn't cause unnecessary overexertion. Okay, so we're sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down, deep breath in. And off we go. So first leg, we're just going to lift and lower on the first leg for 20 seconds. It was hard enough the first time without the weight. As I say, the second time, it's just a beautiful challenge. Well done. You'd be glad to know it's only 5 seconds left. That's it, 1 more, and then we switch straight into the other leg. It's kind of just that sort of like, ow, it's starting to hurt, and thankfully it's come to an end. Length of time. That's it. You are really working through your core area now as well with this additional weight added in. So you're doing a great job. Make this your last one and relax. Excellent stuff. Okay, so this was our chest press. So you're relaxing whilst I just showcase. So we're reaching nose over toes, press through the hands, and we reach 1 arm overhead at a time. So we're reaching nose over toes, press up, reach overhead. Join me when you're ready. Breathe in and off we go. Reach over, press up. If you find that this irritates your shoulder in any way, please press forward. And then hopefully that way it avoids any shoulder irritation. That's it. Keeping nice and tall through the back. Excellent. Reach over, up, press. You of course could do 2 hands up and down. That is completely viable and is an extra bit of work for you, which is great. That's it, reach over, up extend, superb, and rest there. Lovely, excellent stuff. Okay, so our next one is just working on the arms. So we're going to have the arms relaxed either side, and we're going to be lifting one arm to the side. We're going to do 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. So let's get started. And again, just being mindful that we're lifting the weight no higher than our shoulder. So just look down the length of your arm now and make sure that hand is just coming to shoulder height. Excellent. Over halfway on this first arm. Superb. Beautiful. Make this your last one, and then we're going to switch straight to the other side. That's it. Again, just checking that height on the hand. Superb. Sitting tall. So really strengthening through the shoulder joint here. So we're not using too much weight, and as I say, we don't even need to use any. Excellent stuff. Make this your last one. Perfect. Well done. So we are going to be working on that inside leg. So we're sitting back tall on the chair, turning your toes out to one side. I don't even know if you really do need to add weight to this one. We're lifting and lowering. This was hard the first time, but we're going to have a go with the weight. 20 seconds each leg. Join me now. Toes are turned out. We're breathing. I can really feel this through the leg, through the hip flexors where my leg connects to my torso, and into my lower abdominal region. That's it, last one this side. Extend the leg, turn the toes out, lift and lower. If this is too much with the weights, please just pop them down and join me weight free. Well done, less than 10 seconds to go. Excellent, 5. Superb, make this your last one and relax. Whew, good work. Okay, that was amazing. So we are now going to be going back to our rotated torso. This is where we turn, extend, in and center. So with or without weight, sitting up tall, make sure you've got movement to rotate, and join me on these first ones. So turn, relaxing through the shoulders, center, turn, extend. That's it. So we are working into the shoulder, into the arm, but also through our core. So those side muscles, our obliques, into the back muscles. That's it. And also the abdominal area. Lovely. Excellent. So 40 seconds all in all. You've only got less than 10 to go. Well done. One more this side just to even us out and relax. Wonderful. This next one, we're going to just walk our bottoms forward, so there's a little bit of room between our back and the back of the chair. So we're going to hold the weights to the chest, and we're going to push the weights in front of us as we lean back. So join me now as I lean back on a tilt. So I'm just hinging at the hips. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you could lift an alternating leg as you push those weights away. But that is completely optional. So I'll stick with feet on the floor for now. Breathing through. Excellent. That's it. 10 seconds remaining. Well done. You've got this. Relax through the shoulders. You can really feel that tensing through the stomach. Make this your last one. And relax. Just lift and lower through those shoulders. And then just half a head circle. Beautiful. We have our bicep curls and accelerator press. So just watching, we're lifting, accelerating, in and down. And we're going to alternate this time on our legs. So join me now. So lift your knee and hands, press that accelerator, lift and lower. Other knee, lift, extend, in and down. Aiming to sit up tall, you could have your back to the back of the chair. Being forward just gives you a little bit more freedom of movement to lift the knee and extend the leg. Breathe in. Excellent stuff. Superb. Well done, guys. We've got less than 10 seconds, 5 seconds in fact. That's it. Well done, working hard. Last one, and relax. Okay, we are whipping through these exercises. We only have 2 left to go, okay? So this one was our triceps. So we're reaching forwards, extending the hands behind, and to make it a little bit more challenging, we'll push to the front. So with or without weights now. So forwards, up, push. So you're just relaxing through the shoulders, okay? Relax through the shoulders, just extend through the elbows. So lovely bit of elbow movement here going on. Keep your nose slightly lifted so it just keeps your chest off your legs. That's it. Again, some lovely back movement, lower back movement here. Shoulders are working hard, deltoids. That's it. Keep going, 5 seconds. And then we are going to pause there, okay? We have 1 left to go, it's our sit to stand. You can put your weights down for this one or hold on to them. Bring your heels underneath your knees, and just remember we're going to keep our noses lifted so our gaze is up. Press through your heels and squeeze your bottom to come to stand. Let's go. Up we go. Superb. And then lowering back down. You do not have to land in the chair if you don't want to. If you want to practice a squat, just stay hovered above the chair. Up we go. That's it. Excellent. Squeeze through those bottoms and slowly lower back down. Please go at your pace. Relax your shoulders if you're holding on to weights. That's it. Superb. This is your final exercise. Stick with me. Well done. You have nearly finished. Marvelous. We'll be heading into our cool down. You've got 5 seconds. Let's do 1 more. Press through the heels, up and relax. Well done. That is amazing. Pop those weights down and please have some water. Okay, so we have just completed our chair-based HIIT workout. Well done. We are now going to have a much deserved stretch. So start by sitting up tall. You can have your back to the chair, clasp underneath your left thigh and just draw that knee to the chest and then extend the leg. Breathe in and then extend. Breathe in and extend. Lower that foot to the floor, other side. Breathe in and extend. That's it, gorgeous. In. We did quite a few knee lifts today, so we're going to lengthen back out through the leg. Excellent. 1 more. And rest that foot down. Lovely. Open the arms wide, relaxing them behind you. And then just place the fingers on one another and drop your chin to the chest as you reach your fingers forward, stretching, opening the upper back. Breathe in. Relax through the shoulders, drop the chin down as you press forwards. Excellent. Once more. Back and then reach. And then breathe the arms in above the head. And then lower one hand to the side as you just do a slight side bend, reaching out of that hip area. And then bring that arm back up. Breathe in and gently lower the other arm and just have a little stretch down the other side of the body. Excellent. Both arms come up and then interlink the fingers and then press the palm of the hands towards me again as you lower the chin to the chest. Sitting up tall, we're just going to move on to the legs. Please just bottom walk forwards. And so we can pop the ankle or the heel on the floor, okay? And then from here, hands on that bent knee, on top of it, and then just reaching the chin and nose forwards. You're going to feel a delicious stretch down the back of your leg. That's it. And we'll even bring in the same side, arm up, sweeping down and up. Let's change sides. Bend that knee, hands transfer, toes to the ceiling and reach forwards and up side kick has gone on to high alert. Lovely, reaching nose forwards, and then again we're going to sweep that arm down and up. Lovely, reaching up. Once more, and up, and relax. Excellent. And then just take the elbow to one side and the other. That's it. Excellent. And then sit back in your chair, lift your shoulders to your ears and drop them down. Lift up and down. Squeeze the fingers tightly and release. Toes and fingers tight, release. Toes and fingers tight and release. Rest your arms onto your lap and close your eyes. Father God, I just thank you so much for today. I just thank you for every person that has come and joined us today on this workout. And I just pray, Lord, your heavenly blessing over each one of them. Your blessing of health over their bodies, their minds, their hearts. And Lord, I just pray your blessing over their families, their loved ones, and all the activities that they have in this day ahead. I just pray, Lord, that you will be with them, your presence surrounding them, and your love drawing them closer to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Excellent work, guys. I hope you'll join us for HIIT series number 2. Until then, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Good job, Kitsune. Good job guarding the patch. We stayed safe.